Hello, my name is Angie Ryter. I'm an assistant principal at the secondary building, and I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the graduating class of 2027 and their families to sixth grade. Families, the transition to middle school is seen as difficult, but please know this is going to be harder on you than your children. They are going to be fine, they are going to thrive, and we are going to take care of them. One of the stressors that our families have is they are unsure as to who they should contact, as your child will have multiple teachers. Your child will have a connections teacher, and that individual will be your point of contact. You will conference with that teacher, and they will be the one that you go to when you have questions. So, primary communication will come from the connections teacher, so you will not necessarily have to be reaching out to 8 different teachers. We have self-paced learning in both language and literature and math, so kids are getting what they need when they need it. Your child will also have access to daily science and individuals and societies classes. For those of you that are curious, individuals and societies is social studies, and it's Minnesota history for our sixth graders. Our sixth grade team also does celebrations of success. So each trimester, there's a celebration of the positive things that your child has accomplished at school. The other nice thing about middle school is the opportunity for your child to learn and explore new things. Middle school is all about kids finding out who they are, what they like, and what they're good at. Some of the new things that your child will experience is new friends, new lunch choices, the opportunity to take classes they haven't taken before. Will be starting earlier than they did at the elementary school, so new school start times, and there will be opportunities to join activities in individual sports. Some of the activities and sports that are available to sixth graders are listed on the screen. Knowledge Bowl, Lego League, math team, student council, theater, and a variety of clubs. The only sports that the students can participate in sixth grade are the ones that have exclusive middle school teams and our individual sports. So those are listed as well. Most of the other sports opportunities are through Park and Rec in the community. We asked the class of 2026 what they liked about being sixth graders this year. We found some common themes. Lots of students liked meeting new friends. Savannah liked meeting new kids from Kaposia. Kids liked having different teachers. They said the teachers were amazing. Their favorite part was not being stuck with the same teacher the whole day. Caleb really liked lunch. Julian liked having his own part of the building. Jaden found everything to be fun. The field trips were exciting, the sense of independence and being in a new building. Javier really liked getting gym every other day. That's a bonus for a lot of kids. We also know what some of the sixth graders were nervous about when they came up here. And one of the big things kids are worried about is opening lockers. Don't worry about it. We're going to practice. There are going to be adults to help you. We will make sure that each and every one of you can open your locker. We will help you. There will also be eighth grade web leaders, where everyone belongs, that will be on the floor to help you when we are back in school. They will help make sure you know how to do your locker. Another thing that we found that sixth graders are nervous about when they come up to us from fifth grade is getting lost. Vivian thinks you shouldn't worry because you're going to stay mostly in the core. Other students are worried about switching classes. Well, Jackson's favorite part of being a sixth grader was being able to switch classes, so it's going to be okay. Other students are nervous about being around the big kids. You have your own part of the building where you spend most of the day. You are also on a different schedule than the high school students, so you don't come in contact with them very often. You have a different lunchtime. You have gym in a different space. You will be just fine. We also asked the class of 2026 to give some advice to the class of 2027. Libby says it's not as hard as you think it's going to be. It's not any harder than fifth grade. You don't have a lot of work as long as you stay on top of things and ask for help. Joseph thinks you should do all your work before you play games. Allie's advice is about your cell phone. Don't try and sneak your phone in class, she says. They'll always catch you. Always. Caleb thinks that you shouldn't stress about the work, but make sure you take your time doing it and do it well. Miley says to not overthink things. It's not as difficult as it seems. Micah says get extra pencils. They run out a lot quicker than expected. Good advice, Micah. Adam says help others that are having a hard time, and that's really important. We are all Packers. We help each other. Emma wants you to know that it's not scary. You'll feel like it's just a regular school day by the second week. You'll get to know your way around the building really easy, and it's easy to go class to class. Natalie says 6th grade isn't hard. It's the time you spend and how you spend it. Families and students, this is a very strange year when it comes to transition. We typically have Packer preview in the summer. If we are able to do that in July, I would encourage each and every one of you to join us for Packer preview. In the event that we are unable to do that in July, we are planning virtual Packer preview sessions. We are also open to pushing it back to a later date if possible, but just know that we are going to continue to look for ways to help you transition to 6th grade to make it a better year for you. I mentioned earlier Web, where everyone belongs. When school starts, we have 8th grade leaders who mentor 6th graders. So you'll be in a group of 10 to 12 6th graders, and you will have 2 8th grade leaders who help you, and they're people that you can go to ask questions. Additionally, we'll spend the first weeks of school when we're back in session getting you used to being here. We're going to help you transition because you're going to spend 7 years with us, and we want to make sure that you're comfortable here. We are really excited to have you. I hope that you're excited to join us. We look forward to being Packers together. Thank you.